This is Ventus, and this is also Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Now, I
can't see much from here.
Okay, so I did actually skip quite a bit. Basically, there's a meteor shower, and we're going to watch it. The meteor showers are freaking awesome. Prove me wrong. So basically,
I've got time to spare.
Ventus along with his two friends, Aqua and Terra, are Keyblade Masters in training.
Yeah!
Those really hollow things dropped prizes somehow. Oh, I can use Arrow?
You want a piece of me too?
I love Ventus so much. So yeah, this is Ventus.
Win!
He is probably one of my favorite characters. By the way, I do want to emphasize that this is Ventus and not Roxas from the other game.
Yeah! Come on!
So I do feel the need to emphasize that. Because a lot of the internet confuses these two people, and it's kind of annoying to be honest. But, that's where it gets for making complicated plots. I'm not gonna do that. And sliding dash, do I have to? I don't. Sliding dash not much, to be honest.
Wait, what am I messing around here for? I'm gonna miss the meteor shower.
Alright, here we go. I'm not missing that meteor shower. Crap. I don't even have dodge roll. Do I even have guard? Okay. So Ven here is actually a lot like what I aspire to be as a person. Like, kind at heart, noble, and very, I don't know.
Why does it seem so familiar?
I don't know. You're a prequel, so it can't be memories of another person, because that's 10 years that way. Okay. If you watched the first episode and you watched this one, perfect paralleling. Watch this. Maybe? Yeah, this is where it is. There it is.
Whoa!
Both how they put that in is not necessarily straight, but like kind of like a parallel.
Aqua?
Ven, you hopeless sleepyhead. You know, you should have at least brought a blanket.
But did I dream that place up? It really felt like I'd been there before, looking up at the stars.
Except you've always lived here with us.
Yeah. I know.
I know that. Oh yes, that's precarious.
Hey, Aqua. You ever wonder what stars are? Where light comes from?
Yeah, what's that? Right
Well,
there.
they say.
That every star up there is another world.
Huh?
You are the reason this
Terra.
entire series exists.
Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there besides
I don't
our
know if you
own.
can tell by my tone, but I do not mean that positively.
The light is their hearts. And it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
What?
So what's a
I don't
shooting
get it.
star then?
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I
Hey!
want to know now.
You're
So
too
do I.
young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
None of these characters are related, but they are on this world training to become Keyblade Masters. I just realized that I just said that they would become masters of something that's literally just a sword shaped like a key. I've made good life decisions.
Oh, yeah. Terra, you and I have our Mark of Mastery exams tomorrow. I made us good luck charms.
Wayfinders! Oh, that's one of my favorite items in the game.
Here.
I get one too?
Of course. One for each of us.
Yeah.
Somewhere out there, there's this tree with star-shaped fruit. And the fruit represents an unbreakable connection. So as long as you and your friends carry good luck charms
Should I
shaped
just
like it,
spend this entire video
nothing can
making
ever
trio
drive you
puns?
apart. You will always find your way back to each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashells, but I did the best with what I had.
Boy, sometimes you are such a girl.
3 pieces of pop, 3 pieces of pop.
What do you mean sometimes?
So this isn't a real good luck charm?
Oh,
Well,
no.
that's yet to be seen. But I did work a little magic on it.
Really? What?
An unbreakable connection.
So I kind of want to wait on something because I know that later. Okay, that's D-Links. Basically, you can borrow your friend's
Tomorrow's the
power.
exam. Anybody want to spar?
Nate,
I can take you.
just instantly. I don't even have this exam. I just want to. Look, no, I don't want to play Terra. Terra sucks. No. Can I jump off? No, I don't want to jump off that ledge. No, I don't want to. Ow. You're not even taking damage.
Quit going easy on me. You're not gonna win unless you stay on the offensive.
Hey, I did sliding dash on you there. That's just how little damage it is. Right. Attack and do the finish command. Ow. Oh, come on! Dead. Oh. Why is your health going down? You at least do me that courtesy, making it feel like I'm accomplishing something. Ow.
Want
Come here. I don't know if I might be using like practice swords or just beating the crap out of each with their actual keyblades. Right. Change command styles, blah blah blah. Basically, instant drive abilities.
That works fine if you're fighting one-on-one. But you need to know how to handle a crowd, too.
Whoa! They just completely. Oh, come on! Oh, great, shot one. Basically, you hold R1, and in this game, you become invincible. Ow. Let's try that again. Man, just stay away from me.
Freeze!
Come here. Oh, no, don't come here. I know, game. There we go. She shoots bubbles because she's a girl and then it's awkward. Yeah, your focus gauge. And so basically, this game focuses around 2 different mechanics between dealing and focus.
Okay,
Not
let's
focus,
wrap
and
this up.
shot. I want to play as Ventus, because Ventus is my favorite character in this game, and basically, I'm going to bring it up since you're essentially doing it right now. You can play as each of these characters.
Win!
Yeah, walking and doing it. What? Hey! How do you know Brutal Blast already?
Win!
Hey! I don't even have those abilities.
Gotcha!
Yeah. That's what you get for kind of cheating? Not
Told
really.
you I'm good.
But you can play as any of these 3 characters, and they all 3 play different. So Ven is based around speed, Terra is based around strength, and Aqua is based around magic. If you want to beat this game quickly, you choose Aqua. If you want to beat it, basically, if you want to beat the game quickly, you choose Aqua because she just gets completely magic and can take everyone at range. But she also doesn't have the best defense or speed. And their different tendencies will affect the game. So Ventus' speed, so he doesn't have I think he has the lowest defense in the game. Well, Aqua is kind of like the middle character. Ow. Basically, that's why you go dealing. That's not dealing. That's why you go Shala. Because then you just run. And you shoot them dice. because this game loves to be cheap. Stop spamming strike rate. That's trying to learn. Yeah, I win. Barely, because I kept spamming the
Looks
magic.
like I win.
So that was a terrible slay, but she's actually the best way to get the game quickly. Just with all of her magic, it makes it easier. Terra, because of the fact that he moves slowly and he's a bit more clunky to control by design, he is actually harder. He's the hardest character to play. Oh, come on.
Gotcha!
Now I know.
Take that!
Oh, come on. Come here. See what I mean? The speed can really... His speed can really be a problem. But luckily, he does have the strongest shot like at the start, so if you spam that, like a terrible person.
Trust me, you guys are ready. You're gonna clean up at the exam tomorrow.
I hope it's that easy.
It's like the Master said. Power is born within the heart.
So, in case this character on the left seems familiar, to anyone who actually plays Kingdom Hearts, that is Aqua. That is Aqua. She is, and she actually recently got her own game.
You don't want to lose track of stuff that's happened.
Detailing her journey in the realm of darkness between this game and Kingdom Hearts 1. Because this game is a complete prequel. It's not trying. Because this game is a complete prequel. Okay, I'm sorry. I just found out that when you save, it takes you off the air. So I'm gonna save this just in case. I'm gonna say this again just to be certain. But yeah, with this game, because of the fact that this was originally made for the PSP, it's designed differently.
Hey, we're gonna head back.
Yeah, me too.
So basically, these three have been friends since, I don't want to say childhood, but I also don't want to spoil anything. But these three have been friends for a long time, and they've been training to become Keyblade Masters together. For about just as long. And I'm not sure to show some of the features. If I can get to the command board, I will, but I'm not going to do an entire game.
Always.
I don't, you know what? That statement's not going to hold true.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
The fact that it's true is so saddening to me. And this is Mickey just failing his marker. I think it's the mastery because it might not be. Maybe? I don't actually know if that's the complete exam, but I know that it's an exam. I love how they made Mickey one of the most powerful characters in the entire series, but also still made him such a humble klutz.
I cannot shake the feeling something terrible is about to transpire.
And there's Disney spelled backwards. Might as well call that your product placement. Wait, who gets bookshelves that can only fit one book each? Like, I know that IKEA sells some weird crap, but you can definitely find something better. Oh, okay, here's when I was gonna bring this up. So, like I said before, you can play as 3 different characters. And it's important to do this. Don't set me as Terra. It's important to do this because each character has their own storylines and their own motivations, and they have their own endgame. So here we have Terra, a disciplined young man who feels compelled to find greater strength. He relies on brute force in combat. So he's kind of like the He's kind of like the absolute Hulk out person. He but that being said, he's also slower and he's clunkier to control. Then we have Aqua, who is a kind young woman whose sense of right and wrong never wavers. She is nimble and a gifted mage. So she's not as clunky to play as Terra, but she's definitely a lot less mobile than Ventus. And she is also basically gifted. She's a gifted mage, which means that she is surrounded by magic. And then lastly, we have Ventus, an outgoing and inquisitive boy who owns his Keyblade backhand, which I think is just really cool. Quick attacks are his forte, so basically, he doesn't deal as much damage as either of these two, but he is very fast, so he can deal a lot of damage quickly. And he is also my favorite character because he is not the character with the most drive necessarily, but he is definitely the character whose impacts affected me the most of these three. And so I think, yeah, it immediately goes into the Mark of Master exam. Where Ericus is like, you both have been chosen as possible masters, and then only this is a test, not a competition. You must blah blah blah. Let's start the test, and then weird crap happens, and then Ventus has to get involved and bring his Keyblade down backhand. That sounds weird.
Today you will be examined for the Mark of Mastery. Not one, but two of the Keyblades chosen stand here as candidates. But this is neither a competition nor a battle for supremacy.
What I really do enjoy about the Keyblade,
not a test of will, but a test of heart.
Everything about the Keyblade
both of you may prevail,
is that
or neither.
Its story and everything.
But I am sure our guest,
the Keyblade itself,
Master Seiya,
is
did
based
not travel
around
all this way to see our youngest prospects
one
and
person
years fall
passes down the
short of
Keyblade
the
to another
mark.
who passes it down.
I trust you are ready.
Yes.
Then let the examination begin.
And then somebody messes it up. Also, I love how, despite the fact that they wield their Keyblades completely differently and they use their own different styles, they all wield their weapons one-handed, except for Ericus and Zane. Those are the only ones that don't wield their Keyblades two-handed. And even Xehanort, I think,
Don't
wields
worry
it
about
one-handed
me.
because he has one hand behind
You
his
two
back.
focus on the exam.
But Ven, you're in danger here. Go
Not
wait in your
kid.
room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, Ven.
Okay, it sounds like Aqua's condescending, but like she genuinely cares the most about either character. She genuinely cares about the other two more than any other character in this game. Question: how do balls of light hurt you? Like another like I question Sam. Alright, I'm gonna show you something. Please, oh, that one. One's mine. Alright. This one's mine. Let's go. Fire. Yeah, one thing that I've always found absolutely hilarious about this game is that, like, Ventus, because Wind Magic has been played since the very first game, Ventus knows Arrow as his default spell. Terra knows, he's not based around it, but I mean, you don't get like Earth as a very beginning. Okay, command styles, blah blah blah. You'll gain other command styles.
That was unexpected. But one
you
must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances.
You won't immediately have like Earth or something.
It was an excellent
but later
test,
you'll get things
one
like
I chose to let unfold.
I think it's
Which
like
brings us to your
Tectonic
next
Crush,
trial.
Meteor, and other spells such as that. With Aqua,
Now, Terra
there are
and
no
Aqua,
water spells.
the two of you will face each
She
other
starts
in
with
combat.
Blizzard.
Remember,
That's about it.
there are no winners.
I mean, there are the
only
upgrade Blizzards,
truths.
but
For when
that's
equal
about it.
powers clash, their nature is revealed. Begin.
And then the darkness comes out. And oh no, the darkness. You must fail your examination because of this. Xehanort's only reason for being in here is to mess everything up. Like that's
We have
the only reason why he
deliberated
exists in
and
the
reached a
first place,
decision. Terra, Aqua, you both performed commendably. However,
Look at that terrible
only
form
Aqua
of
has shown
just
the
in your
mark of
posture. I
mastery.
mean, both of them kind of do, but
Terra, you failed to keep the darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all.
cold.
Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Please wait here
The
for
world is
further
going to.
instruction.
The world is going to shit. I need you to know this.
Hey.
You can't tell anyone.
Terra, I'm sorry.
The darkness. Where did it come from?
Greed, envy, lust for power. There's so many options I could tell you right. I'm sorry, I have absolutely no sympathy for Terra.
What do you make
would
of
he not
Ventus?
exist? The series
You
would
ain't
not have
gonna
gone as
cut it.
quickly downhill.
Somebody's gotta break that loser in.
Not here, you won't.
No, not right now. Give me like 10
I
minutes.
have to keep up
My cats
appearances.
are being a pain today, I'm sorry.
I know that. He just needs a little incentive to leave
Because
home.
this is Vanitas, and he's essentially like a being of purified darkness. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Because,
Sorry.
once again, I want you to experience these games
But I need some time alone.
for yourself. There are still, there's still Kingdom Hearts Recoded and 358 over 2 days, but those are just movies, so I can't really show those without risk of copyright. But I would recommend picking those up for the DS as well. In fact, Kingdom Hearts Recoded is genuinely one of my favorite Kingdom Hearts games in the series. So this is the part
Better hurry,
where,
Ventus.
this is the part where actually I'm gonna pause this for a second because this is actually where Aqua, Terra, and Ven all leave at basically the same time. Where Terra is convinced by Xehanort to go and defeat the darkness after being. I'm saying that wrong. Aqua and Terra both led on a mission to see what's stirring in the world by Ericus, and then Ericus has to tell Aqua certain things before she can leave about Keyblade mastering, and so as Terra's about to leave, Xehanort catches him and says essentially, "Hey, you can conquer the darkness. Just go travel the land," and so he does. And then this happens, which I'm going to let play out, and I'll continue.
Who are you?
Or you'll never see Terra again.
What? Get real. I can see Terra anytime I want.
Like right now, he's leaving you behind. And by the time you catch up, he'll be a different person.
Look, whoever you are, you don't know the first thing. Him will always be a team. You trying to pick a fight or what?
Yes, attack him with your
Now grow
wooden
up.
Keyblade.
Is that what you call friendship? You'll never know the truth unless you go out and look for it yourself.
That is
Come
true.
on, what could you possibly know when you're
That
stuck
looks like
here,
weird
looking at
cyberpunk
nothing but
thing
what's in
that
a tiny
every single
world?
room has within the series. It's really weird to me, but it's also kind of interesting. And then memories happen. Oh no, Ven, don't cry. Your crying genuinely makes me sad. So is this music.
Terra!
Then he runs off and go find. So then he then runs off and go finds Terra to confront him about what the boy in the mask, or Vanitas, told him, and then that's just as Terra leaves, and so Vanitas pulls like a weird Power Ranger stuff, presses his armor.
It's okay.
Watch, these guys have weird Power Rangers things right on their shoulder. It's really weird. And then he's like a weird stalwart knight. By the way, again, anyone who's played a previous Kingdom Hearts game, if that armor looks familiar, that's because Terra, that's because Terra, that character and that armor is the Lingering Will, the secret boss of Kingdom Hearts 2. Which actually reminds me, something I found out like a few days before I got this remaster for the PS4. About Birth by Sleep. When the game was originally being made, it was still going to be a prequel, but it was going to have Sora at the helm of the game, not these three people. So there's been a lot of speculation around that. And then he just goes, unlocks the multiverse, which looks like a weird boy, and Power Rangers his Keyblade into a jet. Squirring itself.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the most lore-sensitive games in the entire series. Almost everything in the series happens because of this one. So I love how each different character has their own sort of like different design. They're like, with Ven's, I get a little bit more of like almost a lion vibe with the face mask. I get like a deer almost. And with Terra, I definitely get like a wolf or some sort of canine. Like it almost shows their personalities. Which could also... Ooh, I have a D-Link with Aqua. Nice. And Terra. I don't want to deal with Terra, though. Because Terra's just a dick. Alright. How long have I been going? Because I might just save right as the journey begins. Yeah, I don't want to... Yeah, this game especially, I do not want to get too many spoilers, but like, look at this map. Just look at it. Like, it's really late, so I'm gonna end this one a little bit early. So, as always, thank you so very much for watching, and we will see you guys next time.